We are, oh, you know what we're gonna do? We are doing the very last class that I taught before we went into lockdown. So I went like back through my notes and found this one. I thought that was, I don't know, it's probably the same as all the rest, but I thought it was kind of interesting. Take your legs out nice and wide, lift up the pelvic floor, your pelvis is neutral. Draw the ribs in together, shoulders come down your back. Hands come up by your ears. If you have shoulder issues and that doesn't feel good, you can keep your hands on your shoulders. Inhale, tip over to one side. Exhale, compress your core and drag it back up. We're going slow. Inhale, tip over to the side. Exhale, compress and drag it up. Inhale. You're choosing how far down you squat. Good. How far down you dip down, just depending on how warmed up you are. Inhale, exhale, compress. So my parents are out staying with my sister for 2 weeks. So we have their dog Murphy, who is right here. She's a puppy. So she's a lot more energy than Smudge, who's currently already napping at 7:45 in the morning. Exhale up. Inhale, exhale, drag. Good. As you're getting warmed up, see if you can drop it down a little bit lower.
Do we want to save that ball?
Good. Hey, Murphy, no. Good. I don't know what to do with it. My hand,
Her face was like, what?
Excellent. You have 3 more each side. 3. Reach. 2. 1 more each side. Really compressing the core to drag yourself up. Last time on this side. Now big windmill. Inhale over. Exhale, drag it up. Use this part as a good stretch, keeping the legs the exact same so you're not stretching over with the leg. The legs stay nice and still and you're going right from that waistline. Inhale, exhale up. Really reach, drawing a rainbow with your torso. Perfect. See if you can take your squat a little lower if it feels good on your knees. Inhale, tip over, exhale up. Good. Murph. Reach, exhale, compress. Excellent. 3. A lot of standing obliques today. 2. Reach, really focus on the compression to engage the whole core. And bring it up. Turn your feet back to facing forward. You're going to take your right foot and turn it off to the side. So your left foot's forward, your right foot's off to the side. Bring your arms straight up. Right here when you brought your arms up, did you lose that connection with your ribs? Draw the ribs in tight again. Energize through the fingers, palms facing each other. You're going to hinge straight over, almost like a triangle a little bit in yoga. You have a micro bend in your knees, so they're just bent. Then bring your hands, palms facing forward, into a goal post. Really squeezing your shoulder blades. Palms face each other as you reach your arms long. Compress your core and drag it back up. Same side. Hinge over to the side. You're choosing how far you hinge. Palms facing forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades down your back. Extend them long. Palms facing each other. Compress your core and drag it back up. Look at the cool fog. There's like a cool fog over the golf course right now. Extend. We're not outside because it's like 4 degrees out. And lift up. Not really. I think it's like 20. Hinge over, compress your core, palms facing, squeeze, extend it long, and drag it back up. 4 more. Hinge. The farther you hinge, the farther you reach your hands, the more challenging it's going to be. Compress and drag it up. 3. So I was ahead in my recordings by a couple weeks, and I'm so glad I was because I'm no longer a unicorn. I got COVID for the first time. So I wasn't able to record for 2 Mondays. 1 more, so no longer ahead. This is just 1 Monday ahead of when it gets posted. Compress and lift and float the arms down, which I don't love it. It doesn't give me any wiggle room. Point your foot forward, turn the other foot off to the side, reaching up to the side. But now when I talk about the weather, it'll be like less, it'll be more in tune with what really it is. Palms facing each other. Lift up the core. Lift up your spine. Small bend in the knees. Pull the belly button in. Hinge over to your side. Palms facing forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Extend them long. Palms facing each other and drag yourself back up. hinge over to the side, pull the belly button in, palms facing forward as you squeeze the shoulder blades. Extend your arms long, compress your core, and drag it back up. Inhale. So you can do this and not get as much out of it, or you can really think about which muscles you're engaging and get a lot more out of it. Squeeze, extend. So Maggie and I watched the cutest show. Finnegan and Emmy actually suggested it. 3 more. It's a Netflix original, like 8 episodes, and it's like You've Got Mail kind of. It's so cute. It's called Dash and Lily. Extend, compress. Last 2, hinge. Hug the ribs in, squeeze the shoulder blades. Extend your arms long. So it's a lot like You've Got Mail. If you like You've Got Mail, if it's also your favorite movie, then I think you would like it. And up and bring it down. Both feet facing forward again. Take your legs out nice and wide. Draw the ribs in, draw the pelvis in. You're going to squat down. So you're pretty warmed up, so you should be able to squat lower unless you have sensitive knees. As you come up, lift up your back leg and twist around, looking over your back shoulder. Come back to the front. Foot comes down, squat it down. Lift up the back leg, reach and twist. Big spine twist here. Really get that twist, deep twist. Squat down. Twist and reach. Compress your core as you squat down and up. And lift. Good. Down. Twist. Good. Down. Compress and reach. 3. And over. 2. We got a lot of snow last Friday. Actually, our kids had a delayed start at school, 2-hour delay start. It was so nice, and now it's so pretty. 1 more each side. But someone has to tell me this. Why do our trees still have all the leaves on them? Our 2 maples in the backyard. Up. Bring it back to center, hold it center, and take it down. Going into Pilates push-ups. Hold the story, to be continued. So starting at one end of your mat, if you want to go to a wall for your push-ups. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Get as much length as you can. Exhale, pull your belly button in. Dive over the belly button with a small bend in your knees. Walk your hands out really strong. 1, 2, 3. Knees or toes. 3 push-ups. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. And 2. And up. 1 more. Inhale down. Exhale. Hold it up. Walk your hands back. 1, 2, 3. Small bend in your knees. And roll yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time. Lengthen up through the crown of your head and reach. Inhale, pull your belly button in, dive down. Small bend in the knees. Walk your hands out. 1, 2, 3. Bodies in 1 straight line. 3 push-ups. Inhale down. Exhale up. 2. Inhale down. Exhale up. 1 more. Inhale down. Hold it up. Walk your hands back. 1, 2, 3. Small bend in your knees as you slowly roll yourself all the way up. We're gonna do the same thing, but try to, as you walk down, not do the little dance with your hips. Keep your shoulders really strong and walk up with a strong shoulder. Inhale, lengthen it up. Exhale, pull your belly button in, dive it down. Murphy, walk yourself out. 1, 2, 3. Try not to do the little dance. 3 push-ups. Inhale down. Exhale up. If you're on your knees, remember to bend your feet up so you're above your kneecap. She's eating my ponytail. Walk it back. 1, 2, 3. Small bend in your knees and slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. We've got 2 more. Floating the arms up. Get the leg. Exhale, draw the belly button in. Roll yourself down 1 vertebrae at a time. Walk it out. 1, 2, 3. 3 push-ups. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. 1 more. Hold it up. Walk it back. Trying not to do the little dance. If you just saw me, I totally danced. That's why I needed to remind you. And roll it up. Floating the arms up. We have 1 more. Exhale. Pull your belly button in and dive down. Small bend in the knees. Walk it out. Really strong shoulders. Hold it out. 3 push-ups. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. 1 more. Inhale down. Exhale. Hold it up. Walk it out. 1, 2. We're laying down after this. Slowly roll yourself up. Good job. All right, Murphy might have to go hang in the other room as much soon. Roll it down. Sitting down. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the belly button in, roll down, slow. One vertebrae at a time, all the way down onto your back. Draw the ribs in together, add a little pelvic tilt. Float yourself up into your legs up into tabletop. Hands come behind your head. And go straight into regular bicycles, but really slow. Twisting from the waist. Reach and reach. Here, she can go play outside for a bit. Come on, let's go. Outside. Come on. Good thing she loves the outside. You're doing bicycles, right? You didn't just take a break and wait for me to come back. Compress, reach. Really think about coming up and over with your torso. You choose how, where you bring your legs. They can be straight to the sky. You can even put your legs down today and just do your upper body if that's where you're at today. Draw the ribs in nice and tight. I can't remember the story that was to be continued.
I know. No
Two.
trees.
Oh, the trees, the maples. All right, as we finish this, then the maples still have the leaves on them. So usually they fall off. We rake them, they're late, but we rake them all over our yard. Then we have them mulched with a lawnmower like into the yard. This year, they're still on the trees. And we have like a foot of snow. One more each. I have no idea. I'm gonna email my uncle who's a botanist. Take it over to the right side, hold it on the right side, just the right side. For 8, bring it back to center. Right side 7, bring it back to center. 6, bring it back. Hug your ribs in. 5, 4. So I'm going to email Uncle John, he's a botanist, and ask him what the story is. Like the leaf pickup in the city? I don't know what they're doing. One more. Over to your left side. Here we go for 8. And center. Keep it up in the center. 7. Hold it. So you're just coming up and over to a corner and then keeping it up in the center, not lowering it down. And reach. 3. And reach. 2. Draw the belly button in. 1 more. Extend that leg fully out. Back to your right side for 4. And reach. 3. Good. 2. Make sure you're not pulling on your neck. Over to the left side. The neck is just resting in your hands. 4. 3. 2. Over to the right for 2. And back. And to the left for 2. And back. Regular bicycles. Finish it off for 8, alternating. 8. And reach. 7. Good. Extend the leg. Don't speed it up. 6. Keep it full, lengthening that leg, shooting straight out from your sit bones. 4. 3. Good job. 2. Compress the core. 1. Take it over to the right side. Hold. We're doing a big core challenge. Hold it here. Lift the legs straight up to the ceiling. Straight back down. Switch and hold. Lift it up. Straight back down. Switch and hold. If you want more of a stretch, flex the foot. So you're reaching through the heel. Stretch. Flex and lift it up. Straight back down, switch and hold, good. Lift and down, switch and hold. 2 more each side, you can do it. Reach. Big bicycle set today. I love bicycles. I think maybe because my neck is supported. I like ones where my neck is supported. Switch, lift, hold it, center, pull yourself up, and lengthen it down. Bring your heels in line with your sit bones. Keep your hands behind your head. Extend your right leg straight out in front of you. Ooh, I have a big, gigantic blister on my heel, and I just put it right on the blister. That didn't feel good. Point your toe, hug the ribs in tight, keep your upper body centered, curl straight up to the center, and then lengthen it straight down. Exhale, curl up as the leg comes up, and lengthen it down. So it's like you're painting with your toes on the wall super far away from you. Exhale, curl up, inhale, lengthen it down. Exhale, up. Double check that you're not like pulling on your neck like this to bring yourself up. It's all coming from the core and the neck is just following it along. 2. Same thing, but now twist towards that leg. So twist across, bring it back to center. Exhale, twist across, bring it back to center. Exhale. Get some length in that leg. Let's take a moment on these last 3 and really focus on stretching that leg long. 2. And reach. 1 more. Up and reach. Bring that knee back to center. Keep your upper body hovering. Extend the left leg straight out. Curl upper body up and straight back down. Everything staying centered. Hug your ribs in tight as you come up, using your core to bring yourself up instead of your neck, instead of pulling with your hands. Last 4, focusing on the reaching of the leg. Stretch it as far away as you can. 2, reach. 1 more, and twist it across. Twist, and bring it down. So March 3rd, 2020, that's what this class is from. Twist, and bring it down. Exhale up, lengthen it down. Reach. I know our kids shut their school on March 13th because it was Friday the 13th, last one. And bring it back to center, Friday the 13th, so it's easy to remember. And lengthen it all the way down. Give your neck a little break. Give your core a little break. We're going to go into scissors. And then I think we flip over, so we don't, then we flip over. So this is it. This is our last, like, roundy, curly ab move. Float one leg up, and then the other leg up. Reaching your legs straight up to the ceiling, arms come down by your sides. Inhale, get the length in your neck. Exhale, slide your shoulders down, curl yourself up, reach up your leg as high as you can, anywhere but besides right behind the knee, and then switch, reach. Anyways, it was Friday the 13th, so it's kind of easy to remember that date. And reach, pull your belly button in, your gaze is looking through your legs, stretch, and then Maggie got her ears pierced the day after. That was the last, like, friend thing she got to do for a while. Reach, draw the belly buttons in. Extend your legs, keeping them as straight as you can. Here we go, last 2. Your core should feel nice and warmed up. 1 more each. Single, single, hold. So it's a single, single, deep exhale, hold. Good. Single, single, deep exhale, hold. Inhale, inhale, deep exhale, hold. You can always put a hand behind your head. Inhale, inhale, deep exhale, hold. 1 more each side. Inhale. Inhale, deep exhale, hold. Last time. Inhale, there's a reward after this. Deep exhale, hold. Bend your knees in, lower your upper body down. Take your right leg down to the mat. Hold onto the back of your thigh and extend your left leg straight to the ceiling. And then flex your foot, reaching your heel towards the ceiling. Feel it stretch go down the back of your leg. So it should be a little warmed up after we just did the scissors. Just stretching, relax your neck. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your leg a little bit closer to you. Get a little deeper stretch down the back of your hamstring. Really reach your heel more towards the sky. Toes more towards your nose. And bring it down. Extend the other leg, holding onto the back of the thigh, reaching it straight up to the ceiling. Flex your foot, reach your heel up. Good. Really reach that heel. Inhale. As you exhale, draw it a little bit closer to your body. And then bring it down. Flip yourself all the way over onto your belly for some extensions with our back. Let's bring our heels in line with our sit bones, legs straight out. Arms reaching straight over your head. Draw your ribs in. If you have shoulders where you have something going on where they don't like to be above your head, anytime we do something like this, you can keep them in the goalpost arms, just at 90 degrees. You can also use your arms to support yourself if you're not quite wanting to do an extension without any support. So those are 2 great options for you. Okay, whatever position you're in, draw your belly button away from the mat. Get some lightness right where that belly button is. The ribs come together and your belly button pulls away. Squeeze your tush as tight as you can. Tuck the chin in and trying to make a double chin. So you're reaching through the crown of your head. Reach your upper body and lower body up. A big long dart. Superman flying through the air. You're just straight. One big straight long dart. Stay in that dart position, but now take your arms and your legs out to an X. Not really a T, just an X, and then bring them straight back into your dart and back into your X. Your gaze should be looking down towards your mat, so you're reaching through the crown of your head. Your whole spine is in a nice long neutralish position with a slight extension in your mid-back. Extend. So you want to avoid this like looking straight up like a cervical extension. Reach arms into a X and bring them down. 3 more. Reach. You're just hovering over the mat and reach back into that dart. See if you can get a little bit longer, reaching your fingers and your toes a little bit longer. 1 more. Reach, 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 reach. Bring it back to a dart. Hands come by your shoulders. Tuck the toes underneath. Pull your belly button in. Push yourself up into all fours, rounding through, tucking the chin. Getting some length. You can stay here or you can bring yourself up into a pike, reaching your tailbone up to the ceiling and dropping your heels towards the mat. Spread the fingers nice and wide, dropping your chest. Keep engaging the belly button. Then start with your tailbone. Unwind your spine, one vertebrae at a time into a plank. Slowly lower yourself down, knees or toes, all the way down into your Superman. Straight. Hug it in tight. Bring it out into your X. Back to Superman. X. Superman. Hands come by your shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Come into all fours or into your pike. You choose which one you want to do. All fours or pike. Draw that belly button in. Lift the tailbone. Drop the heels. Doing a body wave. Start with your tailbone. Body wave yourself out into a long dart position. Lower yourself down. Extend your arms long. Stretch. Big Superman into an X. And Superman. Make sure you're breathing into an X. Back to a Superman. Hands come by your shoulders. All fours or pushing yourself all the way up into your pike. Good. Really reach that tailbone up, drop the heels down, spread the fingers nice and wide. So there's a lot of weight on your feet, not and lighter on your wrists. Start that body wave, as much roundness as you can. Really round the spine all the way into your neutral plank position. Again, you can be on your knees and lower yourself down and dart, dart, straight line and X. Dart, reach it long. X. One more dart. Stretch. Hands come by. Onto all fours. I'll do all fours this time so you can see. Onto all fours, tucking the chin, round it out. Good. Body wave, unwinding your spine into your plank. Feet are up to protect your knees. Slowly lower yourself down. Shoulders are away from your back. Elbows come to your sides. Last time. Reach into a dart. Good. What's your belly button doing right now? X. Draw that belly button in. It's light. And X. Last dart. Stretch arms longer. Reach them straighter. And bring your hands by your shoulders. Push yourself up into all fours or into your pike. And stretch it out. Hold it here for a second. Rounding your spine if you're in the all fours position. Lifting your tailbone and dropping your chest if you're in the pike position. And then bring yourself down. Slowly let the blood come back. Have a seat. Good job on that. Ooh, the blood really needed to come back for me. Have a seat. Coming in, so you're sitting on tops of your sit bones. Your knees are bent. Feet together, knees together, and really lengthen up through your spine. This whole series can be done holding onto the backs of your thighs lightly or with a lot of support if you want. Or you're going to reach your arms out, slide the shoulders down, draw your belly button in. So you're in a lengthened position. Inhale here, exhale, tuck the tailbone under and round your back, rounding partway back. Nice round spine, shoulders stay out of your ears. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, stay. And then exhale, stacking yourself back up, sitting up tall. Inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis under and round back. Inhale, stay. Exhale, stack it back up. Inhale, exhale, round. Squeeze your inner thighs. Pull the belly button in more. And then stack it back up. Exhale, round. Really using your breath to get more roundness. Inhale, stay. And exhale, stack it back up. Inhale, exhale, tuck it under and round. Inhale, stay. And exhale, back up. Last time. Tuck it under and round. Inhale, stay. And exhale, stacking yourself back up, opening up for obliques. Round back and open out to the sides. Stack yourself up, sitting up tall in the center. Opposite side. Roll back and open. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Exhale, roll back and open, keeping from your sit bones to your toes quiet. They stay together and not rolling side to side. And roll back and up and round. Inhale, sit up one more time each side. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, up. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, sit up tall, and exhale, relax your arms. Rolling like a ball. Let's do rolling like a ball today with our knees shoulder width apart. So not wide, like open like rocker, but shoulder width apart. Hands down by your ankles. An option is to hold on to the backs of your thighs. Round out your spine. You have a nice round ball shape. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up and balance. So we're massaging out our spine. You're also learning if you have any spots in your back that kind of come in a chunk. Do you go back to a flat spot? If you have a flat spot and you're rolling like a ball, it's a good thing to work on when we do roll-ups and our bridges to get some mobility in those areas that are flat and roll up. Try to keep the distance between your chest and your thighs exactly the same. So let's focus on that on the next two. Roll back. Notice if it comes towards you as you come down or goes away from you as roll up. Hold it up. How do you think you did? Let's do a little test. Fingertips to the forehead. Elbows touching the thighs. Try not to lose that connection. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up and breathe. How was it? Do you notice if you're cheating or not? Two more. Inhale. Exhale, use your breath. One more. Inhale. Exhale, use your breath to come up. Soles of the feet together. Owie, 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 they're sore. And drop your knees apart. Ooh, my inner thighs are sore today. Good job. All right, going into reverse plank. If it doesn't feel good to be on your wrists for any reason, you can come down onto your elbows. Draw your belly button. You can even stay here, or you can lift up just a little bit. So you're more just going to hover yourself off. You won't come into a full bridge because I think they'll be put too much on your shoulders. So just like a little lightness under your tailbone. That's your option. If you feel okay coming onto your wrists, take your fingers out. I like mine off to the side. You can choose which feels best for you. Heels are in line with your sit bones. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips up into a reverse plank. Good. Draw your belly button in, squeeze your tush. Shoulders are strong, and then bring yourself back down. Inhale. Exhale, compress and lift yourself up. Inhale, stay. And exhale, bring down. One more like that. Inhale. Make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders. Lift. Chest is open. And bring it down. Stick with that, or if you want, you can bring your legs straight. Inhale, exhale, lifting yourself up. Good, and bring yourself back down. Two more. Inhale, exhale, compress and lift. Inhale, stay, and exhale, bring it back down. So we've got 4 breaths. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, slide the shoulders down and lift. Inhale, stay, and bring it back down. One more. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, up. Inhale, stay, and exhale, bring it back down. Round it forward, pulling your belly button in, almost like a spine stretch forward. So we're not stretching our hamstrings so much, it's more of our back. Okay, bending your feet, we're going to add some rotation. Again, if you don't want to come in on your elbows, your option will be to stay seated and go halfway back and twist side to side slowly. So that is your option if you don't want to come onto your wrists. Otherwise, line your heels up with your sit bones. Bring them a little closer probably than you just had them. Lifting the chest, pull the belly button in, lengthen yourself up into your reverse plank. Either stay here or you're going to reach around and tap the side, bring it back to center, pause. Reach around and tap, bring it back to center. And tap. I love this one, and center. And tap, it feels so good on my back. Reach and tap. You almost lift yourself up a little bit. Lift up and tap. And bring it back down. Lift up and tap. Good. For 4, 3, excellent. Reach. 2, lift. Remember your option. 2. And 1 more each side. Rotate. And lift. Bring it back to center. And bring it down. Good job on those. All right, coming into, it's another wrist thing, another wrist thing. Well, if you don't want to do your wrist, come down to your elbows. We are doing a side plank, and we're going to do wrist, elbow, all the way down. So it's going to add variety. Spread the fingers nice and wide, lift up for the shoulders. An option is to stay right here. You can come down to your elbow right away if you'd like to. Come up onto your knees. Strong shoulder girdle, most important part. Elbow or hand is strong. You can straighten one leg, or you can bring it up to full side plank. Draw the belly button in, draw the waist in, strong. Lift up through the shoulder to take some of that pressure off. Hug it in nice and tight. Keep breathing. Good. Now you have an option. You can stay here, or we're going to tap front and back 4 times. 3, and back. 2, and back. One more. Tap and back. Hold it center. Bring the knees down. Come down onto your elbow. Elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. Again, remember your 3 options on your hip. Well, 4 options on your knee. 1 straight leg, 2 straight legs. Choose what you want to do with your top arm. Can be in front of your forehead, up, wrist. Add a little balance as long as you don't rotate forward. Stay here or tap front and back for 3, and back, 2, and back. One more. Hold it center. Lift up a little bit along the waist, bringing it down. Good. Come all the way down, but you're on your elbow and your head is resting in your hand or on your fingertips. Slide your shoulder away so you're not like hanging on your elbow. It's a strong engaged, and you have a little bit of lift right here in your lats, a little bit of lift. Hug your ribs in tight, bring that top leg up, tap front, tap back, trying not to move anywhere in the body. Another option is just to hold your top leg centered, right? Good, light that little fire under your waist. Shoulders come away from the ears a little bit more for 4. We're doing 8 of them. 3-ish. 2, one more. Hold it up center, relax that leg down. You have the option to come all the way down or see if you can stay up onto your elbows. Pull your belly button in tight, lift that top leg up. It's a lot of balance. Add a little cushion under your hip if you need to. Bring that front leg forward, flex your foot, and bring it straight back. So we do this one when we're laying down. When you're up on your elbow, you might not get quite as far, hug your ribs in, without wanting to roll forward and lift it back, which we sometimes do, but today we're keeping it quiet and still. In and forehead, and bring it back. 2, lift up along the waist, make sure you're not sinking into that shoulder girdle. 1 more. It's all coming from the waist. Bend your leg, bring your knee forward with a bent leg, extend your leg straight, and bring it back. Bend your hamstring, bring your knee forward, extend your leg straight, keep it straight as you bring it back. Bend, it's just hip distance height, flex. 1 more like that, bend, up, extend. 1 more, you got it. Bend, up, extend, lengthen it forward, all the way down onto the ground. Good. Hand comes up by the ear. You're going to bring your upper body and lower body up together and bring it straight back down. Start with the belly button. Compress and lift it up and bring it straight back down. Compress and lift and bring it down. Exhale up. Inhale, bring it down. You know, I don't have written on the elbow, but I don't, why? Because I thought that that's what I read last when I was going over it. Well, I don't know, we just did a little extra credit. We were supposed to come all the way down, but extra credit. Up. Start with the move with the compression. Compress and lift. We're just shortening the distance between your ribs and your hips. 2 more. 2. 1 more. Hold this one up, hold it up, and scissor the legs. See if you can bring your upper body up a little bit higher. Draw the belly button in a little bit tighter. 4, 3, 2, hold it up, and lengthen it all the way down. Set, oh yeah, bending your knees. Go ahead and gently push yourself all the way up. Hold on to that ankle and side bend over, just to stretch. Good job on those. Relaxed breathing. And float it up. Bring it down. Let's switch sides. Yay. At least the wrist got a little bit of a break between the right and the left. Usually I take little notes like too much wrist, but I didn't have that written down, so I will now. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Slide the shoulders down. If you don't want to be on your wrist, you'll be onto your elbow. Starting with your hip down, light a little fire under your waist, strong shoulder girdle, or come up onto your knees. 1 straight line, knees to the top of your head, straighten the top leg, or straighten both legs. Really strong side plank. Strong shoulder. Pull the belly button in. If you want, lift the top leg up, and you're tapping front and back for 3, and back. 2, hold the body quiet. 1 more. Hold it center, breathe. Coming down onto your elbow. Elbow is directly underneath the shoulders. Really strong. Lift up between that shoulder. Arm comes up or on the forehead or on your waist. Onto your hip, onto your knee. One knee or both legs. Straight dart line. And then when you're ready, tap front. Tap back. 3. Tap back. Try to keep the body as quiet as you can. 2. One more. Nice work. Hold it center. Come all the way down onto your elbow. So you're opening it up. Lift up a little fire under your waist. Slide your shoulder down your back so you're really strong. You can have your knees bent or straight. Hold it steady or tap front. Tap back. We've got 8 of them in this one. And 3. Good. 4. Lift up. 5. See if you can get the tap a little bit bigger. 2. One more each. Pull the belly button in. Hold it up in the center. Hold. Good lift underneath, and you're bringing it forward. Flex the foot and bring it back. It's a small range of motion. Inhale, bring it forward because you're not moving from your hip bone to the top of your head. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, bring it back. Good. 2. Last one. Bring it back. Hamstring curl. Bring your heel towards your bum. Bring your knee forward. Extend your legs straight and keep a straight leg as you bring it back. Hamstring curl. Bring it forward. Extend. Hug your ribs in tight. Bend. Up. 2 left. Bend. Reach. One more. What's your core doing? It's really strong. Up and lengthen it all the way down. Hand still comes up by your ear. Inhale. As you exhale, draw the ribs together, draw the belly button in, lift upper body and lower body up, shortening the distance between your ribs and your hips, and bring it straight back down. Exhale, up. Inhale, bring it down. It's a small movement because you're just focusing, really isolating this top oblique. Exhale, up. Inhale, but don't forget about the compression. Compress first and then lift and bring it down. Last 3, up. 2, lift. Hold this one up, hold it up, and quick little scissors. Good. Draw the belly button in a little bit tighter for 4, 3, 2. Hold it up and lengthen it all the way down. Nice. Roll yourself onto your back. Heels are in line with your sit bones. Knees are pointing straight up to the sky. Arms are down by your sides, and you have a lot of length right now. So tuck the chin down a little bit. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Your pelvis is neutral, so you have a little cup of tea sitting in your pelvic triangle. It's not spilling. In this position, it's easy, again, to let go of the ribs. So do that cough and hold, or just draw the ribs in together. Spill all your tea towards your belly button and peel yourself up into your bridge, 1 vertebrae at a time. All the way up. Once you're at the top, take a second in here and look at your knees, or think about your knees. They want to be pointing straight ahead. Think about your belly button. Is it just relaxing or are you engaged? Draw the ribs together. Shoulders are away from your head, and you should be able to swallow or sway your head back and forth. So you want most of the weight on the upper back. Now use your abs to roll yourself down, 1 vertebrae at a time, focusing on any part that you found a chunk in during that rolling like a ball, all the way through just at the neutral pelvis, so not an extension. Inhale. Exhale, spill all the tea and peel yourself up, 1 vertebrae at a time. All the way up into your bridge. Inhale, stay at the top. Exhale, unwinding your spine, getting as much mobility in your spine as you can, all the way through to the neutral pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, peeling yourself up, pushing up through your heels. You should be pretty light on your toes. You could be able to wiggle them at the top. Inhale, stay. If you are like, well, I can't wiggle my toes, all the weight is there, then move your feet a little bit away, a little bit farther away from your sit bones, all the way down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, spilling all the tea. Really exaggerate this movement all the way up to the top. Inhale, stay at the top, and then exhale, unwinding your spine all the way back down. You have 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, bringing yourself all the way up. Inhale, staying at the top, and exhale, unwinding. Good. We're going to roll back up just like we just did. Inhale. Exhale, peeling yourself up. Once you're at the top, stay at the top and bring your arms up, either up to the ceiling, or if it feels okay in your shoulder joints, bring your arms over your head, but keep the core tight. So you should feel much more engagement in your core when your arms come over your head. Bring them straight back all the way down to the floor. Stay up, and we're just going to keep doing that. So floating the arms up and over to what feels good on your shoulder joints, and bring it up. Hips are lifted, but tush is squeezed. Ribs are tight. Inhale, floating the arms over. Exhale, draw the ribs in to bring them down. 3 more. Inhale, reach them out. Good. And bring it down, making sure there's not too much pressure on your neck. 1 more, making sure the hips aren't dropped. Or is this, I think we might actually have 1 more after this. Let's do 1 more after this. Hips stay up. The last one. For real. Bring your arms all the way down. Stay here and roll down. Slow. Slowest one yet. Unwind like you're taking apart little Legos in your spine all the way down to the floor. Take your right foot, place it on your left thigh, and gently open up your knee. Flex your foot. So you're really flexing your foot. Gently use your hand to open up your hip a little bit more. If this feels good and you want to stay here, you can. Otherwise, you're going to take your hand through your leg and the other hand on the outside of the other leg and bring that leg up. You can use your elbow to push your thigh open a little bit more. Keep that foot flexed. It just takes some of the pressure off your knee joint. Getting a good glute stretch. Inhale. As you exhale, bring it a little bit closer. Relaxed breathing. You can relax your core. Bring that foot down, but keep the foot crossed. And now you're just going to drop your foot or your legs over to one side. So you're dropping it towards the foot that's on the thigh. Your chest is lifting towards the sky. So you're just doing a bit of a spine twist, a little bit of a hip twist. Compress your core, bring your knees back up to center, bring that foot down, place the other foot on top of your thigh, flex your foot, gently open up your hip. Using your hand, gently push the thigh open a little bit more. Stay there, or bring your other leg up, holding on to the leg that is not being stretched. You can gently push your elbow open a little bit more with the other one. Keep that foot flexed. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your leg a little bit closer. I'm looking at a spot on the ceiling that has a mark. Do you remember those sticky hands? You would get them at like the dentist or fundraisers at school or something. There's a sticky hand mark on our ceiling. We haven't had sticky hands in our house in a long time. Bring your foot down. Actually, I think I banned them after a while. Yeah. Keep the leg the same, and then just drop your hips towards the foot that was up in the air. Anyways, I think I banned them because they kept leaving marks all over the ceiling, and I don't retouch up the ceiling. I think there's a mark in here, and in Maggie's room, and in the living room. Oh boy. Just relaxed. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, draw the belly button in, bring your knees back up to center, uncross your legs, holding onto the backs of your thighs, separate your knees, and bring your knees out to the corner, to your armpits. Gently rock back and forth if you want, or you can hold it. Just releasing your lower back, you can release your core. Good. Keep that, but bring your knees closer together, and push your legs away from you, gently pulling your upper body up. So you're getting a big, big stretch in your mid-back, right between the shoulder blades. Use your legs to push away from you a little bit more, getting a deeper stretch. Then bring your knees in towards your chest and gently rock and roll yourself all the way up. Sit in a comfortable position for you. Bring your shoulders up to your ears as tight as you can. Squeeze your shoulder blades back as tight as you can, and then let them just float down to the floor. One more time, squeeze them up to your shoulders. Squeeze them back, and then just allow them to float down to the floor for perfect posture. Take a big inhale, lengthening through the crown of your head. Let go of the core. Fill your whole belly with air. And just a relaxing exhale. One more big, huge inhale, filling it all up. Exhale, bring your arms across, giving yourself a hug. Great job today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you next week.